Trae Young is special. Very special. What's up guys, it's Krishna and welcome back to another video. Before we begin, remember to like the video if you enjoyed in the end and subscribe to the channel right now because it only takes a second but makes a major difference. Let's get into it. So Trae Young is a player who had always been underrated throughout his 3 seasons in the NBA. In his rookie year, Young averaged 19 points and 8 assists. That's all-star level production in his rookie year. But the following year, in his second NBA season, he basically averaged 30 points and 9 assists on 50% shooting from the field. The only time he got hyped in his life was before the draft when he was considered the next Steph Curry because of his deep range from 3-point, but that soon faded away as well since his 3-point percentage was not high. Although he was making a decent amount of them, he wasn't efficient while doing so. But ever since then, his hype died, and a huge role in that also has to go to his playstyle. He's a player who does anything to draw fouls, and many NBA players who he was playing against and their coaches began to hate him.
Well, in the second half, like we said.
Count it. Free throw for Trae Young. Game of
That's why this year, when the coaches were supposed to pick the reserves for the All-Star team, he did not receive enough votes despite still averaging 25 points and 9.5 assists. It's only been 3 years since he was drafted, but he already got a losing player tag. Similar to Russell Westbrook, people said Trae's dirty and annoying playstyle will never lead to winning, but look at what he did this year. Ever since signing Nate McMillan as your head coach, the Hawks have played great and ended the season as the 5th seed despite starting off the season very poorly. Now look at what the Hawks are doing. They're in the Eastern Conference Finals and might even be making the finals as well, although it'll be a tough task versus the Bucks. Since his first ever game in the playoffs, which came in round 1 versus the Knicks, Trae has been absolutely special. He hit a game winner in that game and shut up the whole Knicks crowd.
Let's see how they play this.
Here is Young, finds his spot. Young on the floater, puts it in.
In his 13 playoff games so far, Young has averaged 30.5 points, 10.5 assists, while being extremely clutch. But it isn't just Trae Young leading the Hawks to a possible finals run. John Collins has been great in the playoffs as well. He recorded another 20-point playoff game last night, and in his 13 playoff games this year, Collins has averaged nearly 14.5 points and 9 rebounds on 56% shooting from the field. Not just that, his plus-minus is more than Trae Young's, meaning, according to the numbers, his impact on the Hawks winning is higher than Trae Young. While watching the games, it may not be the case, but we have to go with the numbers here since it's the only way of calculating that. The only problem for Trae Young and John Collins is their defense, which might not improve for Trae because of his small frame, but John Collins is tall and quick, and I want to see better defense from him. To be honest though, it's fine though, since they do have the second best defense in the playoffs this year, trailing only the Phoenix Suns. I want to mention Clint Capella real quick because he has blocked a lot of shots this year in the playoffs as well, saved the Hawks from losing many important games. Coming back to the topic of Trae Young, I believe this guy deserves more respect than he gets. He might be an irritating player to guard, but it isn't illegal to play how he plays, and all is fair in love and war, and basketball. Just look at this. It's his 3rd NBA season, first ever playoffs, and he's already succeeding better than Luka Doncic, who is considered to be one of the best players in the NBA already, and from the same draft as Trae Young. I'm not saying Luka isn't that good, obviously he's one of the best players, but I mean to say that after the season ends, Trae has to be up there with what he's done throughout this whole season. That also while being one of the shortest NBA players out there, fighting and edging his teams to wins in the playoffs night in, night out. He single-handedly beat the Sixers, who were the best team in the East record-wise. Before that, he beat the Knicks, who were a top 3 defense, and they still couldn't control Trae Young. In Game 1 versus the Bucks, he exploded for 48 points against the best so-called considered perimeter defender in the NBA. I actually agree with it as well, but Holiday could not stop Trae Young last night. Other people on the Hawks I quickly want to shout out for fulfilling their roles perfectly are Bogdan Bogdanovic, Danilo Gallinari, Clint Capella once again, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, and just the whole Hawks coaching staff. They put a great team around Trae Young, and the chemistry in just 1 season is already mind-boggling between everyone on this team. Don't be surprised if the Bucks get eliminated in this series because I've said it multiple times before, and I'll say it once again. Trae Young is special. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for today, and I really hope you enjoyed. I can't believe that my channel is starting to grow faster, and while recording, I'm currently at 129 subs, so please subscribe to join the community. Just to remind you all once again, Like the video if you had fun in this, because I know I did. See y'all in the next one. Peace.